Choephel, a Tibetan Fulbright scholar who studied at Middlebury College, is reported to have been detained in Tibet while making an amateur documentary video film about traditional Tibetan music.
I am Ngawang Choephel. Being born a Tibetan, I feel that I am responsible for preserving the history and diversity of Tibetan oral traditions in music, which since 1949 have been rapidly disappearing.
This is regarding my son Ngawang Choephel's whereabouts. I am mother of Ngawang. My son went to Tibet in August 1995, yet has not come back. He was arrested by the Chinese government in Shigatse, and his whereabouts are not known. I don't want to lose my only son. Please, you contact other people who know my son during his stay in America. That helped my son to release soon from Chinese. Please. Regards, Sonam Dicky.
It's a very difficult, sad situation what's happening to our people in Tibet. And those of us who are living in free world, I think if we really understand it, it's unthinkable what's going on. China invaded Tibet in 1949. Ever since the occupation, the land and the people and the culture have been under attack. It got so bad. In 1959, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and about 80,000 Tibetans fled into India in exile. Under the Chinese occupation, there were about 1.2 million Tibetans who were dying, and 6,000 monasteries were destroyed. If I don't have a roots or my background and my culture, without that, and Tibetans who are in Tibet, if they don't have the freedom of their religion or their own culture to live their life, well, we are no one.
제진이요 소변 인수배세도 야가 유도 자동차를 그리 나와 치면서 시거든. 매로 망배체에서 랑기 파이 배도 그 유도가 소차된 규제에 되라 중다다. 냠십체도 전직 코다 대시 소동인들에게 나오도 주다 제가 개미별이서 도가 제대 칠동 국제 국주경화 친대 개배 나오도 대소강의 제유도.
In order to accomplish the goals of creating a film that both documents and preserves the remaining oral and cultural traditions, filming will be necessary in the United States, India, and Tibet.
I actually heard the news from another ethnomusicology friend of mine. She called me up and she said that your student is arrested. I said, what?
There are over 600 documented political prisoners in central Tibet today. Treatment ranges from electric shock and hanging from extremities to exposure to intense cold and beatings. Currently, the Chinese government has made no statement on the whereabouts of Ngawang Choephel, and no list of charges has been released.
Many of the masters of Tibetan music have died or been